Trip with Boat Test.
And I'm Captain Shelley, and we're going to do a full features review of
Formula's new 457 CCS. So Shelley, in your opinion, how do you see this boat being used?
They've built this boat with the idea of family and friends. You know, like the idea is to get out on the water, be able to entertain small and large groups comfortably, and it's very evident throughout.
Yeah, so basically, it's like the ultimate go-anywhere day boat. It even has some options for some overnighting for a couple.
So Trip, between the two of us, we've done our fair share of boat tests, and Formula is really well known for that high level of fit and finish.
Yeah.
For example, here on the CCS, you have full boarding gates on both sides and really sturdy handles.
Yeah, and something that I like in the fit and finish is not only the paint, which is got to be some of the best in the industry, but on their screws, all of them are in a vertical orientation. That is true attention to detail.
Another thing, their gutter system. So
Yes.
If it's raining, all that water funnels all the way aft and off the boat, never down into the bilges.
That's awesome.
In the cockpit, there are two storage containers, one on each side. Here's a bird's eye view of the primary entertaining and water sports assembly area. At the bottom of the screen is a dual-purpose platform facing aft, and note the two holes in the deck for tables.
As we set up these cockpit tables, I must mention that Formula, true to form, always has a place for everything.
And everything in its place.
As you can see here, the tabletops are lightweight and easy to place in their pedestal bases. Once the table is ready, just a push of a button and a dual-purpose platform rolls out, becoming at once a seat at the table and a self-draining ice chest. Above in the console are drawers that hold bottles and glasses. Under the forward-facing seats, there is more space for beverage storage or gear to keep beverages cold without ice.
Formula has really capitalized on all the space that's back here in this center console setup. The versatility with the ability to use that as a seat and as a cooler.
Yeah, and then they even split the lids here. So we're here, I can get you a nice cool drink out. And then also notice that the grain match on these two tables of the Corian here. But if the sun comes out, it's okay. We have our sunshade overhead.
And when it's time for something tastier than grapes and oranges, you can come over here to the port side, lift up this hatch. We've got access to the electric grill, and they've thought about access and convenience by adding this cutting board. Even has built-in slots for all your utensils.
Oh, hey Shelley, look what I found. Under here, a TV. I bet it goes in the cockpit. Something you don't obviously notice, conveniently hidden away under here is a little panel that opens up where you can plug in your power and your cable.
Formula is all about luxury, convenience, and reliability. Under the guest seats behind the helm, this portside isotherm refrigerator is a good example. It's made specifically for harsh marine environments. And note that it's a bin type, which will keep everything in place and not spill out on the deck. Aft, Formula put this small space to use for tackle storage. On the starboard side is a large trash bin, which every boat should have. The whole bow section of the 457 CC Sport is designed for comfort, entertaining, and sunbathing. Note the thick bolsters that are on the gunnels. Coming forward, the freeboard is 36 inches, and the width of the gunnels is 15 inches, which you'd think would take away from the sidewalk, but we've still got 24 inches of ample space to move forward. Got 2, 3, 4 of 36 cup holders on board. This chaise lounge for 3 over the trunk cabin is contoured for comfort and easily handles 3 large adults. Having a nice conversation up here is pretty easy. This lounger is pretty dang comfy, and they've thought of putting in cup holders, a cubby, and power here.
Now, while that's all pretty nice, Shelley, the only issue I see is you're blocking my access to the cooler.
There's dedicated trash storage below, and the toggle switches for the electrically raised bow table.
This can also, of course, be lowered and then a filler cushion put in here to make a big sun pad. Then also we have cup holders up here, and these all drain overboard, but they're also lighted. JL audio sound system and our pop-up puck lights.
And I like that there are grab handles everywhere you'd want a grab handle.
Yes, these will keep you down as you're cruising through haulover and the bow's flying up in the air.
Well, let's hope so.
Also, a Rockford head unit up here for controlling our stereo, and which controls one of our 3 subwoofers. We've got a 12 right up under here.
And for even more seating around this table, they have a flip-out seat.
Here's another example of formula's fit and finish underneath this hatch. Notice the underside of our edges are completely finished. Also, the entire lid is covered with foam, which gives us a good sealing gasket, but also insulation throughout. And then our magnetic catches, they have rubber on them, so you don't have that metal against metal.
Now, let's take a look at the helm and the guest seating behind it. In addition to the climate control vents in the dash, there's a vent under each seat that spits out air conditioning or heat.
And then in the second row, we have a large bench seat, which can be comfortable, but it also can be converted into single seats with flip-down armrests. And the passengers back here also have their own induction chargers with 3 of those, 4 AC vents, and 4 cup holders. Also want to mention the handholds forward and above on the cabin top, as well as the vinyl upholstered liner with RGB lighting all the way around. Also on this second row, there's 3 general storage bins in the floor and 1 under the seat. Underfoot, there's an 8-inch elevated platform so that those at the helm can have better visibility. Underneath is general storage. Formula was the first to offer OEM full-size weather doors. And I have electrical controls here at the helm whenever we want to deploy those.
Yeah, we were running down a little bit earlier, and I had my hair kind of all wrapped up around around my hand, and they deployed those weather doors, and it made a big difference. I was actually kind of able to let my hair go. The support for the T-top is this extrusion. It has a milled out 1/2-inch aluminum plate that's been pulled off and then bolted back on after they've laid RGB lighting behind it. The anchoring setup on this boat is well thought out. There are push button toggles here at the windlass, and there are additional toggle switches at the helm. You have a freshwater washdown hose. They have it currently configured with about 30 feet of chain, rests with a rope rode, cleats conveniently located. So depending on the anchoring situation, you have a couple of different options.
Now it's time to have some fun, which is what this boat is all about. Specially made compartment opens revealing the sea bob, which every boat should have. Push a button in the transom console and a Formula submerged reboarding platform makes getting back aboard easy. The hot and cold shower is just where it should be, back on the swim platform, not in the cockpit.
All right, let's go below and check out the cabin. There's a large open area with a small galley, surround seating that also converts into a bed and a head. Behind this port side backrest is access to the AC power. Now with this flip down, and if I flip down my starboard side backrest, this forward drawer slides out, and this is where our cushions are contained and our tabletop, so we can have a table here or convert this to a large berth. There's storage underneath all the benches, and also a large TV all the way forward. There are cup holders, USBs, and controls for your audio system. Small storage cabinet overhead. Then you'll notice long port windows, both port and starboard, and these have pull-down screens. Overhead, there are 2 large skylights with vinyl sun covers. On the starboard side is a small galley, complete with a sink, and this cover stows neatly away in one of the cabinets. Below, a few drawers, refrigerator, and a pantry drawer. Above is a microwave and another cabinet. New for the 457 is a larger head with a dedicated shower, no more wet head. They also have cabinetry in here with some storage. The steps have storage underneath, and the top one has a dedicated spot for a trash can.
Wow, what an incredible day. Taking this boat out was an absolute blast. We had a chance to anchor, swim, and really see how smoothly it runs. Don't forget to catch the performance video when it's available. This boat is truly something special. Thanks for joining us today.
I'm Captain Tripp.
And I'm Captain Shelley. And remember, life's always better on a boat.